So in the subtle body training, one of the deep understanding is balancing between so-called Agni, fire, and so-called Soma, nectar. So Agni and Soma, so fire and nectar. So if you recall, we connected to Agni, fire elements. How did that go? Just before people joining, just a little bit of review. After we did lots of Agnisara. Agnisara was you remember, this is the Agni fire essence, Saramid essence. We have created this hollow containers for fire to really transform. Alchemical transformation happened. So we closed the lower gate and stomach, lower bellies, made it follow, then passive inhale and relax, again contract, relax. Some kind of exercise we've done, if you recall. And also we did quite a bit of fire exercises. So in terms of energy, there are many kind of energies. Even we said the energy, internal digestive kind of energy, fire, heat. But at the same time, some kind of spiritual heat also be cultivated, which is more like inspiration or devotion. I don't know how you can connect those creative aspects of the spiritualities. Everybody, whatever you said is valid. Great. Whatever you experienced is a direct experience. It's genuine. Today, we are stations. We came to the station called Nectar Flow. So in our lives, if we have only fire, then what happened? Maybe overexhaustion or maybe completely burn out, no? On the other hand, if we only have a nectar, chill, then we kind of have a danger to fall into the coda. We cannot rise up to any adversity or challenges which life presents. So we need this balance. So today is the last week of this series. So it's very auspicious to conclude with this nectar flows. So let's begin with a very short meditation. Just feel into the body. At the same time, I want to integrate, synchronize whatever we've done so far, all these 5 energies in our body. Start with just settling into your breath, relaxing into your breath, into your body. Perhaps notice the spaciousness of the body. We have some fixed idea about who and what we are. This body is made of just muscles, blood, and bones. So see if you can feel into this spaciousness and infinite possibility which body holds. That's the space element. Now breathe into your lower belly and the ground. Feel into the lower gate. It's always nice to come back to this internal core, internal stabilities. At the end of the central channel, the lower gate resides. So when you inhale, cells relax. 3-dimensionally tummies around here expand, no? Even backward. Inhale, then exhale, see if you can tone it, almost as if you are lifting that lower gate up, closing the gate, closing the door. Then again, inhale, relax it. We don't want to close all the time tightly. No, just like relax, like again, ocean wave, like. Just start feeling into that. Relax into the earth. Again, when you exhale, see if you can feel the energy coming to the earth as a support all the way to the lower belly. Then again, relax into the earth Again, contract, bring all the nourishment into your lower belly. So that's our element. Then breathe into that. I want you to imagine tiny amber or the even spark at the lower belly, 3 fingers below the navels, inside the deep core of your body. Little tiny red core or amber. Then as you breathe in, breathe out into that, started to burn or fire started to rise. Slowly rise up through the central channel. While you are doing that, I want you to imagine at your heart center, midpoint of the chest, there's a cooling, soothing white moon disk resting inside the central channel. So it's tiny, but it's emitting soothing white light of compassion, relative bodhicitta. Then on the top of that moon disk, tiny Vajra, you know Vajra, right? A ritual instrument, standing up. Crystal Vajra, so it's transparent, nothing solid, not made of brass or nothing like that. Symbolizing ultimate bodhicitta, wisdom of emptiness. So both together sitting. Then as you inhale to the lower belly, fire started to ignite. Slowly coming up, rising, ascending, and almost reaching to the moon disk. Then when that flame reached the moon disk, now it started to melt, dropping the nectar slowly. Union of relative and absolute bodhicitta started to melt because of that heat you created. Then that nectar is a nectar of nourishment, nectar of wisdom and love. As you breathe more, imagine your body started to fill with nectars from the bottom up, filling your toes, legs, pelvis, and lower belly, all the way to the solar plexus, mid-torso, and the heart, chest, arms, shoulder, neck, and the face. So your entire body is filled with nectar, light, nourishment. So today I want you to bathe yourself in the moonlight of this nourishment. Along with breath, swim in the river of great bliss, nectar. I like to think that way. Okay, thank you very much. So we're gonna start with dancing. So song, dance, visualization, those 3 things. We incorporated all the expression, human expression into these exercises. So today we're gonna do the talas. Today is the last day. So, and also moonlight of nectar. I don't know how you feel about tala, how you would like to embody talas. Each of you is different, but I feel like tala is appropriate to really feel bathed into the light of the love and compassion. Then you embody and then express to the world from the heart, from the belly, from inside out. So remember when we do, there are 3 aspects I briefly explained. So I incorporate this fascial training, tension network training into the subtle body training because I found it very useful. When we do dance, I wanted to stretch out to the end point. And also spiral. I wanted to play with spiral. So those are second point. First point is the reach, it's the end point, whatever. Then the second point is the spiral. I wanted to play with the spiral movement. And the third point is go to the all direction without any planning, wildly crazy. That's actually Dakinis going to the all direction. Okay, so that's a natural dance without planning. Yeah. So then nervous system started to get used to that surprise. surprise yourself, to go whichever. Don't plan. It's not about how it looks, beautiful movement, nothing like that. This is very different kind of expression. Just one quote before you stand up. Every time the body moves around, it is Vajra dance. So whatever body move, it's Vajra dance, awakened dance. Then all your speech or chanting, whatever comes out of your mouth, it's a Vajra speech. It's awakened speech. Then all thought, visualization, thinking, even distracted mind, that's a luminous clarity. So everything appearing is Mahamudra, clarity. Mahamudra, play. Play. Okay, so we're gonna play.